Jacob Wright joins us. Jacob, first of all, a point away from home. I suppose that's never a bad thing, is it?
No, it's obviously not a bad thing. But I think the performance today, especially the second half and after the first 15 minutes, I think we deserved maybe a win. I think we had some good chances, especially in the second half with the set pieces and getting on and getting crosses in. It's not a bad point, but I think we'll be disappointed we didn't get 3 points.
Yeah, I think probably at the end of it was the slow start that cost you winning that game, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think we started slow. We wasn't up to speed. We wasn't maybe the press. We didn't quite get the press right. We wasn't aggressive enough off the ball. Led to them having one chance and taking it, and then we're playing catch up after that.
What would you put that slow start down to? Clearly, it's a team in midfield in particular that hasn't played together before. Can that sometimes happen?
Yeah, I mean at this level it gets taken advantage of. You can't start slow. You can't use excuses like, oh, we've never played together before. We've trained together enough. We know what's being asked of us, and we got to make sure that we go out and perform from minute one.
Yeah, and in terms of your last couple of weeks, how steep a learning curve do you feel like you're on? You're thrown straight into 2 full-blooded championship games in the midfield.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a big learning curve for me coming into men's football. Obviously, it's a similar style of playing football in terms of coming from Man City, but the demands and everything, it's a big ask, and I'm here to learn and get better, and that's just what I'm trying to do. Obviously, there's been big changes in my life, moving away from the family, moving down, bit of adjusting, but you have no time to adjust and let that happen. You have to go out there and perform. What's
the biggest difference? Time on the ball?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say there's too many differences. It's very, very high intensity, physical league, and good quality as well. So there's not too many differences. I think, yeah.
That's why you've come there, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I've come to play. Hopefully, as the weeks go on, I'll continue to get better and better, and as I settle in more, I think I've got more in me to perform better.
How big a move is it for you? Because let's face it, you're at Manchester City. Everyone wants to play for Manchester City. So to move away from that and try somewhere else, it's a big call. Yeah,
it's a big call, but I'm at the age now where I feel I'm ready to go and play, and I want to go and play. And if the opportunity isn't there at City, then I've got to go and find it somewhere else and make my own way.
Because you talk about the opportunity being there at City, and we all know who they've got, it's very hard to get that opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. They've got the best players in the world, and they've also got the budget to buy the best players in the world if they're not happy with them. So, it's always going to be tough to break through. You can do everything that you can do to try and break through, but if the opportunity never arises, then it is what it is. You've got to look at your options and think about going elsewhere to try and prove yourself.
How much has somebody like Callum Doyle been a bit of an inspiration? Because he's still officially a Man City player, but I think he's now played over 100 league games for other clubs.
Yeah, no, 100%. Obviously, Callum did it at a younger age than me, going out on loan for the first time. But he's a big inspiration for all the lads at Man City of going out there and playing men's football, and how much it can teach you, and the development you get from it.
Talk us through that debut the other night, though, that full debut, because you weren't initially on the team sheet when we were given it. You were a substitute, but you started the game. How late did you find out?
No, I had an inkling of, look, maybe Kenny might not be ready, might not be better from his illness yet. So he said just be ready, and I think Kenny come out for the warm-up and wasn't feeling up to it. So I had to step in, and I'm always ready to try and take that opportunity. Yeah, it might be chucked at the last minute, but you prepare for times like that, and when you get your opportunity, you have to take it. And I don't know if I did to the fullest of my capabilities, but like I said, as the weeks go on here, I'm settling in more, and hopefully the performances start to get better.
And it's never a dull moment in the Championship. I don't know whether you realise there was a squirrel on the pitch in the build-up to the goal. I bet you've never seen that before.
No, definitely never seen that one before. But 12th man for them, wasn't it? He still managed to score.
Oh, he's playing for them?
Well, I think so. I think he was trying to tackle Kellen, though.
Well done, Jacob. Good stuff.
I thought it was a good run. In terms of today, the opportunities that you created, the attacking opportunities, you hit the post in the second half. I mean, that second half as a performance, you must be really pleased with, particularly away from home.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a step in the right direction. Like I said, that the last two performances, definitely the last performance was nowhere near good enough, and we have to try and put that right. And if we want to push for playoffs like we do, then we've got to start getting better performances, better results. And I think the second half was definitely a step in the right direction. Was
there a real hunger after what happened on Tuesday night and your performance levels to improve, to make a sort of statement here this afternoon?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think the lads, obviously in training and around the training ground, there's really been a hunger to try and put it right, and also give back to the fans. Like, the fans have been amazing with us, travelling here today, and obviously we've got to start delivering for them again.
And in terms of your position today, we saw you more as a 6 on Tuesday night. You're a bit more of an 8 today. Is there a preference there, or does that role change at all?
No, I don't think there's a preference. I think wherever the manager puts me, I'm ready to try and do my best and help the team out.
And that midfield area, you won't know this, you haven't been in this season, but that's the 17th different pairing in midfield. So it goes to show maybe some of the issues that Norwich have had in that area. I mean, how do you adapt to all those changes and changes in position and personnel, particularly at a new club?
Yeah, I mean, it's just about getting to know your teammates. Obviously in training every day, even off the pitch, getting to know them and what they want, how they want to play, how you play together, and you train every day with them. You can get to know them really fast, and yeah, I don't think it matters who you play in there. Everyone's good enough to play, and yeah.
And of course, got to ask you about deadline day. I mean, how late was that from your perspective?
Yeah, no, it was very late. I think I ended up signing 20 minutes before the deadline. So it was a bit of a push of time and a rush to get everything through, but really happy that we did manage to in the end.
And obviously there were other clubs. I know Swansea were mentioned. Luke Williams has spoken about you a little bit as well. So why Norwich, I guess, when that opportunity arose? Because it seemed that to be very close.
Yeah, no, I just think the way the manager likes to play football, the way the club play football, very attacking ball, like to keep the ball, play good football. Like to create chances, attacking football, like I said, and it's a great club, and yeah, I just thought this was the right opportunity for me.
And clearly there's an option there as well, so does it feel like you have to prove yourself in that sense as well to try and get that taken up, or is that something that you sort of keep out of your head, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, look, you've always got a point to prove, whether there's an option or there's not. You've got a point to prove, and you've got to show that you're good enough to play at the level. And so, whether there's an option or not, you've always got a point.
And last for me, I know you spoke, I think it was after the summer, about Pep and how he'd stopped you from going out on loan. How much learning have you taken from the first half of the season, staying at Manchester City, working under a manager like him?
Yeah, no, it's been invaluable. What I've learned from not just Pep but all the staff and all the players. They were great with me while I was there with them. The amount they've taught me, everything. You can't put a price on that, working with in my opinion, the best manager in the world, and a lot of the best players in the world. So, what you've learnt from them, you can't there's no one better to learn from, in my opinion.
Thanks, Jacob.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Jacob. Nice to meet you, Dave Flett from the Football League.